Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you guys about my current Destash. Let's just call it that. Life, my entire life I'm trying to Destash. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some areas that maybe you guys would like jog your mind about, some areas that you guys could Destash, just based on so far, because I plan to continue so far where I have Destash. So just categories of things and different items. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna try to think as we go because I don't have a list, but it's been recent. So like I didn't do it today, but yesterday and I'd say the last couple of weeks. So perfumes, I'm looking right at them. Perfumes, lotions, I'm just gonna ramble them off. Purses, I've gotten rid of a ton of purses. Perfumes that I haven't like used ever. You know, I feel like if you have so many perfumes, it's really hard to use them. If you don't like them, you see if onto them, but getting rid of those. There's actually one behind me. I don't like the Chloe. No, I actually got rid of that already. Lotions, my skin is super dry. I had a lot of fragrance lotions. I had a Daisy lotion, a lot of Bath and Body Works. They're so scented and they don't do anything for my skin. I need like Aquaphor. I need like good stuff. I love the Working Hand stuff from Bed Bath & Beyond. So I got rid of them. I was like, I don't need them. So it's really hard to get rid of some stuff, but I like let some of my little cousins go through it, and yeah. It feels so good once you get rid of it. Disclaimer, like it just, surrounded by all this stuff might be overwhelming, and then to get rid of it, but then is hard despite the fact that you're like, there's stuff everywhere, but I don't even need it all. Just the decision to get rid of it is really difficult. Once you do it, I don't know, I can breathe. It feels so good because, I don't know, maybe it spurs from me traveling a lot, doing mission work. Like, I have so much stuff that I don't need. A lot of the stuff, like 99% of the stuff, I have a huge bucket or bag. I drop it off at Goodwill. No, Goodwill or the food pantry. Our food pantry in my town accepts clothes, everything. They call it the food pantry, but they accept everything. I prefer to drop it off there than Goodwill because and Salvation Army, Savers. Savers is definitely for profit. I don't know about Goodwill, but they have to buy it, and I prefer to donate it to local charities that are town-based, town run, you know? That's just my personal preference. Makeup. So makeup is hard to donate. I let my little cousin go through it, but I got rid of a ton of makeup. I was trying on lipsticks that I never use, always go to the same ones, and I discovered one or two that I like actually would use. But there are so many. I was like, oh, I don't like lip gloss. I never use it, yet I had some. Like, even if it's highly pigmented, I don't like the sticky, glossy. I want it to stay. One of them I was trying on and I smeared across my face because I didn't realize that I touched my lips or whatever. My parents were like, what is on your face? I was like, oh, I guess I'm not keeping that one. So makeup, I would rather minimalize and then have stuff that I want. And I don't feel like it's a problem to go buy more stuff, but it feels wrong to go buy stuff when you have so much stuff you don't use. What else? Books. I mentioned in my last video, books. I have so many books, but I personally have a problem getting rid of books if I haven't read them. So I really want to read them, and I'm trying to start to make the time to read them. Another thing I had was a ton of magazines. Magazines I got for free. People magazines mostly. Got them through my credit card company, I think. I had or an airline, I forget. I had points from something, and I got free subscription of People for 2 years or something. And I would be like, oh, I can't get rid of them. I haven't read them yet, or I haven't read them all, or the entire magazine. I was never going to read them. And plus, in my opinion, it's trash. The stuff in there is trash. Ripped off my address and I donated them. If you know, like, I know that like assisted living facilities, nursing homes, like they love getting magazines, doctor's offices, things like that. So there's definitely places you can donate them, but that's a great thing to purge in my opinion. I'm trying to think. Makeup brushes. I had a ton of makeup brushes. I had duplicates, not even expensive ones, like e.l.f. ones. I didn't need 3 e.l.f. flat top brushes, so I got rid of them. Plus, I always use my higher end flat top kabuki brush. So yeah, that clothes is like, you know, speaks for itself, but clothes, shoes, I have a lot of shoes. Shoes are hard. I haven't actually done that yet. Although sneakers, I go through a lot because I'm a nurse. And so I like to keep the last 2 pairs of sneakers. And plus I have really bad ankles and I'm on my feet all the time. I have inserts. But I just bought a new pair of sneakers. I wanted to keep the older pair, but I had another pair. Because I like to keep the older pair for like dirty work and things like that. Like hiking or things like that. But I donated the older pair, and because I always buy the same style and I throw out the inserts usually because I have inserts, I took the inserts from the brand new pair, put them in the old pair, threw them in the washing machine first, because if you have a front loading wash machine you can wash sneakers no problem. Just take out the insert first. But you could still wash the insert, I think. I just like to take them out so they like get soaked. But yeah, you just leave them out to dry and you clean up sneakers no problem that way, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know how great it is, but it turns a really dirty pair of sneakers really clean, especially if you throw in some OxyClean. I had a lot of crafting stuff that I need to get rid of. I started with yarn. I knit sometimes. I have a lot of yarn. I don't know if I bought it. I think a lot of it was just like yarn that I was never going to use. You know, they used to have those scarves with all the little fibers sticking off. Like, those aren't in style anymore, at least not for me. And so I just, some of the balls were like pretty small. There wasn't enough there to do a scarf. So I'm donating it. Maybe somebody else, something else that they want to do with it. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. Computer stuff, cords, chargers, cables. Yeah, everything comes with a cord. I had a whole stash of earbud like replacements because I'm that much of a hoarder. I threw it out. Nobody needs 50 earbud replacements of 3 different sizes when you usually use the same size. Plus, I guess if you lose them often you could keep a pair or 2 of replacements, but I never lose the little attachment things. I lose the headphones before I lose the replacement buds, or before I need replacement buds. So yes, those charging cables, I checked to see if they worked. If they didn't work, I trashed them, because a lot of them worked if you positioned the cord right. But like if you go like this, because a lot of the cords in my life, just like, they need to be positioned right and they charge, but I never reach for those ones. So I trashed them. I donated the ones, I only need 1 or 2 cables. You know, there's the micro ones that like go into this phone, USB. Then there's the smaller ones or the slightly bigger ones that go into like cameras and stuff. But I had so many cords, got rid of them. Yeah, so that's just a handful of things that might, you know, that you might think you could also get rid of and bless somebody with and donate or gift to a friend or a family member. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.